It's Yarn Talk Monday, and I'm adding buttons to my hooded cape.
Hello friends, it's me Angie in the yarn room. I was just doing a live and I got kicked off because I started playing with stuff. I went to go click on a link and it kicked me off. So I'm sorry to those guys who were on there with me, but I'm making a video today just so you can hang out with me, and I am going to be sewing on buttons to my capelet. And you've seen it in I've had some lives and shorts that I've talked about this, even in the last live. I don't know, it looked like it disappeared too, but here's my capelet. And today during the live crochet meeting, I made this strap. I wove it through the hood. That looks pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to add my buttons. Now I made 3 buttonholes and I have to line this up. I know I have some clips here somewhere. Are they on here? You know, I bought all these clips so I could always have them with me, and here they are right here. And I never can find them. Not that one, this one. I have some sewing ones too, but I like to use these here. I'm just gonna pin it together so it's, not that one. Where's the other pink one? Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this binder clip. Any of y'all ever do that? I'm gonna do this first one here, up here on the top. That way I can know where. So there's a buttonhole. Let me make sure it's even. I have to put my glasses on. Okay, and so I made a braid here earlier. I took it off because I was trying this on, but I think I'm gonna put a little ponytail in the back here. With my scrunch. Yeah, so I'm gonna just sew buttons on here with you for a bit, if you don't mind, and gab a little bit, maybe. I don't know, just a little video. And of course, I'm losing all my yarn. Here it is, okay. I thought I cut a piece off. It's around here somewhere, but that's okay. First, got to check to make sure that this fits. It does not fit through here. This needle, look, it does not fit through here. So I wonder if this, look at this, fits through here. And I think that's the way I'm gonna have to do it, right? Okay, let's get back to this. Did it come undone? No, it didn't. Okay, I just had it weird. Alrighty, we should do the top one. So I know right here is, I'm a mess, people. I know that it's gonna be right here. So I'm going to put, so my buttonhole is right here. So on the opposite side, I'm going to bring this tiny hook in here. I'm going to put it here. Did I lose my yarn thread again? And I'm going to bring my yarn through there. I'm going to do an X pattern. So let's see how this works out, okay? And now I'm going to lay this flat where I put it up where I want, position it where I want, and that'll make the, there you go. So right there, yeah. Okay, great. Now I'm going to pull the other one. I don't know, can y'all see? Yeah, through here. Pull it through the buttonhole. Pull it through the, I don't think I want it that close to the end, so it would be so much easier if I had a needle that it would fit. And I don't have needles that have a big enough eye that are skinny enough. So here we go. I don't know if, let me look at this here. Oh, this one might be small enough. Let's see. It is. Yay. I think I found a needle. Okay. Because it's going to be so much easier if I could thread this, right? So one of these is going to stay in the back. I'm going to use the longer one. I already went through one part of it, and now I want to, come on, we can do it. We can put it through here. I left my nails kind of long when I had them do it, and now I'm wondering if I should have just had them cut it. I was like, no, my nails are growing. Okay, I was able to do it. Okay, so now I'm in here. Now I can just press this down. And do you see that button? Okay, so I already have it coming across. And now I'm gonna go to one of these other, okay, make sure you keep it where it belongs, right here. You don't want it to be going crooked on you, right there. Yeah, and there's the X right there. So I think I just want to do it once because it looks so cute like that. And on this side, I'm going to tie a knot, okay, between the 2 strands, and it should be okay. I'm gonna make multiple knots. Do you see how it pulled over to where it's a little, dang it, don't think I like that. Let's see how it looks if I make another pass through to keep it stable, you know what I mean? Otherwise it'll be twisting and turning. It might look better and more secure. I liked it the way it was. I hope I didn't mess it up. Okay, so now let's tie this once. That looks pretty good. Okay, I'm happy. Let's see. So I look at it from the back. It is showing a little bit on the edge here, which I preferred it not to, but you know, it is what it is. So when I make my other ones, I will have to put them in line with that, you know, going down the line. Okay, let's tie this up, people. Let's tie it up. I don't want this to come undone, so let's get rid of this. And I think I might melt those after a while. Okay, so here, let's get another stretch of yarn here. Put it through my needle. Come on, you can do it. Actually, my nails are serving me well, I think. Okay, there we go. That's going to be in the back anyways. Okay, so now we're going to find the next hole, which is right here, and it's lined up. Okay, this one's lined up. Is it a little off? Okay, this is here. I'm gonna make sure it's lined up properly, and then put this here. And see, if I had started with the needle to begin with, it would have been much easier for me. But I started with the hook because I thought I didn't have a needle that would accommodate the holes in the button. So I'm just going back and forth. And so now I did a double each, 2 pass-throughs through each of the holes of the button, and that should keep it pretty stable. My hair is getting woven into here. Do you guys have a problem with hair getting woven into your projects, whether it's yours or your dogs or cats? Look how nice that is. That one was much easier than the first one. Once you figure it out, it does get easier. And to me, everything is always a new thing to figure out. For some reason, like I've been sewing on buttons for my whole life because I've been sewing and making crafts and things like that my whole life. I've been sewing buttons, and every time it's a new adventure. Do you think this will be enough for the other one? I'm not going to keep it. It looks kind of weak. Okay, here, I'll use this one. If you reuse the yarn too many times, you know, run it past through something, then it kind of gets a little ratty looking. Okay, now we have this one with this. I didn't even see if it fit. Look at that. Okay, so now we know this one. Where is the hole on this one? Right here. Okay, there's the button hole right here. So on this exact opposite side, I'm going to pull this through, leaving the tail in the back because that's going to help me tie it up. I'm going to put it through one of the holes. Depending on what you want, you can always do them sides like that, 2 of them. But I always like the crisscross. Crisscross applesauce. Did you always just say that in school? Can you please sit crisscross applesauce? Remember hearing the teachers, because I was always there to help with my kids, you know, when I was able to be the room mom. In kindergarten, I was the room mom for my oldest daughter, but after I got sick, I couldn't be the room mom anymore. Made me kind of sad. It did make me sad. Okay, all my yarn scraps. I put them in my little thingy there. Okay, let's take these little clamps off. Okay, so here is this one. Let's put that on there. And let's put this one on this one. Button it up. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Let's see, am I wide enough now? Let me see. You get to see my messy room. Wow. Whoa, don't fall. Okay, so here it is with the buttons closed. Oh, that looks so adorable. And here's the strap. And I can just make a very loose little bow. It's just for aesthetic, not even, it can be useful, but I just have it loose here. So have my hood. I still have to add more flowers on here and add more cluster design here up in the front, and that will be the end of my cape. But I also was inspired by someone, and I will link her channel. I didn't follow her pattern because she didn't have one out at the time, and I made my own, but and I will have my pattern ready too. But look at the back, how pretty. I don't think I'm going to put any flowers on there. I love it just by itself. Okay, guys, thank you for spending time with me and watching me put buttons on. What are my buttons?
Buttons, buttons, buttons. Let's put them on.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and save. You know, yada, yada, yada. And here's some videos that YouTube is picking out for you. Go watch them. Or go watch any of my videos. Go watch all my shorts. They're pretty funny. Bye.